Hi there, and thank you so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Alexis Rogers. We've got a lot of big news to break down for you. First, we know that you're eager for that weekend weather forecast. Probably have some good plans on the grill. You know what, Ben? I feel like I need to taste your grilling skills because this weather is telling me it's time.
You know, we have a grill in the Care 11 backyard. We'll grill some stuff up here one of these mornings and one of these afternoons. Yeah, lovely day today. We have a very warm weekend in the forecast. Average temperature for this time of year is in the mid 50s. That's pretty much where we're at right now. We are talking temperatures well into the 70s as we head into Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday for next week. However, today is a bit on the gusty side. We still have that northwest wind, sustained winds over 20 miles per hour. So this wind is going to be with us through the rest of the day today. And then tomorrow, that wind turns southerly. That's what's going to help to boost our temperatures up as we head into the upcoming weekend. For today, you can expect abundant sunshine, basically wall to wall the rest of the afternoon, with high temperatures grazing into the lower 60s. And again, 10 to 15 degrees warmer as we head into your weekend. So blustery both today and tomorrow. A warm and bright weekend is in the forecast, and then we are tracking some rainy conditions and stormy weather early next week. We'll time out your weekend forecast just ahead, Alexis.
That's spring weather. Ben, thank you. Well, in an hour from now, the man who planned an attack that ended in the murder of his ex-girlfriend will be sentenced. At the start of this month, Eric Haynes pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in the death of Zaria McKeever. Prosecutors say that Haynes gave a gun to two teenagers and sent them to McKeever's Brooklyn Center apartment to confront her new boyfriend. One of the teens is accused of shooting her in the incident. Today, Haynes could get up to life in prison with a chance for parole in 30 years. We do have a crew at the sentencing, and we'll have more coverage starting at 4 o'clock. You can also find the latest at care11.com. We're also awaiting the next phase of the Nikolai Mew case sentencing, and Mew could face nearly 100 years in prison for the reckless homicide of 17-year-old Isaac Schumann and the stabbings of 4 other people on the Apple River in 2022. We brought you the guilty verdict as breaking news in our show yesterday, and today we're hearing from the family of the boy Mew killed.
It's been 21 months we've been waiting for justice for Isaac Michael Schumann, and we got it today. So I just want to tell everybody I appreciate all your love and support.
At this point, a sentencing date has not been set.
I'm Sammy Solina. We now know the names of the mother and 2 children who died after an incident at Rum River Central Park in Ramsey. The Anoka County Sheriff says Jessica Frank and her 9-year-old daughter, Solara, were found dead inside a car earlier this week. 4-year-old Laken Frank was seriously injured and later died at the hospital. Investigators believe this was an isolated incident, but have not released any other details.
The city of Minneapolis will now have more time to consider the next steps of rideshare ordinance after delaying its start date to now. It means that Uber and Lyft will be staying around a little bit longer. So less than 3 weeks until the original start date, city council members voted unanimously to delay a new minimum wage ordinance for rideshare drivers. Starting July 1st, drivers will make $1.40 per mile. It's an amount Uber and Lyft say will make the rides unaffordable and operations unsustainable. Lyft and Uber says that they want to work on a permanent statewide solution. If you've driven through uptown Minneapolis, you've probably noticed construction on a large portion of Hennepin Avenue. For some, it may even seem like a hassle, but others are putting a positive spin on the lane closures. Those within the Totally Committed Resource Center and the restaurant Red Cow tell us that they view this as an opportunity. They say it's a chance for people to get out of their cars and visit the businesses they normally drive past.
People should, if they're going to a concert at Uptown Theater, they're going to a movie or something like that, they should come and park and feel free to check out the neighborhood.
We don't talk as much when we're in cars to people on the streets, right? But when we pass people on sidewalks and in, areas that have food places and, social places, it encourages us to speak.
The city says the 2-year project is designed to make the area more pedestrian and bike friendly, as well as improve the road for drivers. Well, if you use the Stone Arch Bridge on a regular basis, we want to remind you it will be closed starting Monday. Crews will begin repairing and replacing stone on the entire bridge. The St. Anthony side will close starting at 5 a.m. and will stay closed until next spring. While that's happening, bikers and walkers can use the new protected pathways on the Highway 65 3rd Avenue Bridge, and the downtown side will remain open until spring next year. Well, we're keeping an eye on the state capitol today, where lawmakers are discussing several proposals. One hearing follows a bill that would change the law to allow cities to install speed and possibly traffic light cameras. In another hearing, advocates will call for a task force on violence against Latino women. Political reporter John Croman will be at the Capitol today and will bring us more tonight at 6. Also at the Capitol today, members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a sorority of African American women, gathered both in celebration and to push for social issues. The group is talking with legislators and calling for better maternal health.
One is trying to figure out how do we lower morbidity for African American women and women of color who are dying during pregnancy and childbirth, prenatal and postnatal. How do we get them better care when in a developed country we have so many women who are dying from preventable death?
And just 2 days ago, President Biden proclaimed this week Black Maternal Health Week. The sorority is gearing up for a Sword to the Polls event to encourage voter registration.